Hey, everybody, it's Mark from the Cinemondo podcast with another Cinemondo shortcut. Listen, I'm all about small little things, small little movies, finding the hidden stuff, but sometimes you have to talk about what's hip and now and hot. And I'm going to talk about a series that is on Netflix called Lupin. It's a French 5-part miniseries that's a big hit on Netflix, a sleeper hit. And so I said, let me give it a shot and see if I like this. Sometimes I'll watch the first episode and go, I don't want to be with the crowd. I'm not going to watch it. And then I don't watch it and then I miss out. But I watched the first episode and I was hooked and I watched all 5 episodes. It's a really fun show. And let me tell you why I think you should check it out. But first, I want to tell you about checking out our podcast. Cinemondopodcast.com is our website where you can see all our podcasts, listen to all our podcasts. And I write a blog there. I talk about movies, TV show, my life, whatever. It's on there. Check it out. Also, our YouTube channel. Go there. We have a lot of, of course, you're there now. But if you're here, subscribe and like and watch the other videos and comment and tell us maybe there's a show or a movie that we haven't talked about that's worth checking out. Some people have written in and told us about some obscure Indonesian films or Spanish films. And we seek them out and we end up talking about them on the podcast or maybe on a shortcut. So would love to hear from you and tell us what you like about our podcast and maybe what we could do to make it more pertinent to something that you'd want to see. But shortcuts are, instead of talking an hour and a half or an hour about a movie, I can do it in 3 or 4 minutes. And I'm going to do that today. Not about a movie, about a miniseries, a French miniseries called Lupin, which is based on this famous French book, which I had never heard of, about this character Lupin, who was a gentleman thief, written a while back, over 100 years ago by, I think, Maurice Leblanc is the author. And it's about this thief who is just really clever and smart, almost take a little bit of James Bond, take a little bit of a magician and put it together. And you have somebody that's doing something for a good reason. Like he's a little bit of Robin Hood, like he's going after somebody that deserves to be stolen from for whatever reason. And that's what this show is. It's set in modern day. OMAR SY plays Lupin, although his real name is Hassan Diop in the story. He is a Senegalese immigrant that came over in the 90s with his father as a young boy. And we have flashbacks to those scenes. And also in modern day, he's an older, like 40-year-old guy who is divorced with a son but has this life where he, incredibly smart and clever by reading those books, sort of has tailored his life after the character Lupin and does certain things. And this story is a 5-part story, 45 minutes each. And it starts off with a bang. I mean, he goes to the Louvre and steals Marie Antoinette's necklace. And from there, we go from there. So I don't want to talk about the plot because there's a lot of twists and turns, clever stuff. And I don't want to spoil anything for you about the plot. But I will say it's a very breezy, fun, clever watch. You have to go in there and suspend disbelief because there's a lot of stuff that goes on. You go, oh, this could never really happen in real life. It's almost fantastical that he can get away with this. But that's, I think, us being too harsh. Sometimes I feel like, we watch a show or a movie and go, oh, that could never happen. Because in real life, A, B, C, and D, this is ridiculous. And then you completely shut off from the show. I've done it. And I get it. Here, if you do that, you're robbing yourself from the fun of the show. Let it go. Okay. How did he get into prison and do that? And how did he get out of prison? It seems so easy. Okay. It's not that easy in real life. But in this show, in the sense of this show, it's fine. He's above everybody else. He's incredibly smart. And in real life, maybe people are dumb. And he gets away with it. He takes advantage of that. Some of the stuff's really clever. And you go, oh, wow, that's a really smart, simple thing. Almost like a magician's trick. Like, how did he do that? How did the magician do that? Then when they tell you, go, oh, yeah, okay. That's what he does here and some stuff. So don't go in there with this critical eye of like, my God, that could never happen. No, you're going to rob yourself of fun. And that's what the show is. It's breezy, it's light. There's some dark moments. So it's all put together in a very fun, entertaining 5 episodes. Now, I hear this is a 10-episode series, and Netflix has released the first 5, which you can watch now. And the second 5 is not too far off because I think it's already been produced. So that's exciting. It's become a huge hit for Netflix because of the breezy nature of the show, and the star OMAR SY he's been in movies like American-made movies. He was in this French film called oh gosh, what was it called? The Untouchables, something like that. Anyway, he won some awards, and that was how he's also a French comic. But here he has that star. He has a face that the camera loves. He's likable. He's tough, but he's also soft. Like there's a lot of things going on here with him. And I think he's really fun to watch. And although he's been in lots of movies, this might be the star-making thing where it sort of elevates him up to a higher level. So he's fun to watch. The cast is really good. Some familiar faces, a lot of familiar faces if you've watched French films or French TV shows. If you haven't, then these are all new characters, new actors for you. Watch the subtitled version. It's always much better than watching the dubbed version. The dubbed version just takes you right out of it. Watch the subtitle version and do what I do. Like when they say something that is like an English word or a name, like Arsène Lupin, and I go, well, did he say that? Did she say that? I didn't hear it. I actually, go back and go hear the actor, and I go, I don't hear it. It's the name should be the name, Arsène Lupin. He or she should say that, but I don't catch it. That's how. I don't pick it up, and so I know if I lived in France, I would be clueless. And because even if I could read it and understand what they're saying, I still don't hear it. Anyway, I digress. But Lupin is on Netflix. Watch it if you want a fun view. And if you want a fun listen to the Cinemando podcast or watch us on our YouTube channel and subscribe and like. We have, 125 podcasts going back over 2 years, and we do all kinds of stuff, TV shows, documentaries, horror movies, genre films, classics, film noir, everything. And we also have a Star Trek podcast, Cinemando Explores Star Trek, where we're going through the original series and going through and really diving deep into those old classics, what we like about that particular show. It's comfort food, and that's fun for us. So anyway, that's it for this edition of Shortcuts, Lupin on Netflix. This is Mark from Cinemando. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.